Welcome to Ask When, everyone. This morning with me, I have Bonnie Hill, and I met Bonnie, met in person back in May because for those of you who don't know, we Bonnie was a guest at Podfest. I keep wanting to call it Podcast Movement, but no. Um, Pod Bonnie got a ticket to Podfest. Why do I keep wanting to call it Podcast Movement? I don't know, but Bonnie got Bonnie was gracious enough to store a ticket to um, Podfest via Kristen McAllister, who is also a phenomenal speaker and does a lot in the podcasting space. And for those of you who don't know who Christine is, she is a phenomenal speaker. There's a lot in the podcasting space. Well, anyway, she posted a drawing that Bonnie entered, and Bonnie was one of the lucky participants. I happened to be down there speaking, and I remember telling you guys this that I was down there speaking, so I actually got to meet Bonnie in person. And so, without further ado, I'll let Bonnie introduce herself.
Hi, Win. Nice to meet everybody. Yes, it was great meeting you in person, and Christine and Nicole and everybody else at Podfest in Orlando. And introduce myself briefly. My name is Bonnie Hardie. I am a mindset, life, and gratitude coach living in the Central Florida, Orlando area. I also am a podcast guest. I've been on numerous podcasts, and I am a contributing author in 5 best-selling Amazon books. What I do is I empower midlife women to say bon voyage to the shackles in their mind that stop them from living their best life. So I work with women to decide what they want their best life to be, and help them live their best life. So it's great being here, Win, and it's nice to see you again. And we got it going on. Thank you for having me as a
Yeah.
guest on your Ask Win
Well,
podcast.
you are welcome. You are welcome. And I did I did a original interview with Bonnie, and so I'll connect that to this one too, just so you get more of the taste of Bonnie's story. She gave it to us briefly, but there's more to it. There's more to it that's public knowledge,
Right.
and yeah, there's more to the story. So let me ask you this. If money were no object, what would you be doing?
I would be traveling around the United States and Canada in a van that I have set up to live in. It will be my vehicle and my home. I would be giving motivational speeches, inspirational speeches. I meet a whole lot of my Facebook friends because I have friends all over the world. So
Yeah.
I would stop in all the different states and meet all my Facebook friends. I would be talking about have an attitude of gratitude, how to live your best life, how to have a positive mindset. I would also be helping the homeless and disadvantaged in each area, and just living the life. I probably have a couple cats to keep me company and stuff like that,
Yep.
and
Yep. I
travel
knew you
around
were
living
going
the
to say
life.
about the
That's what
cats.
I would do.
I knew you were going to say about the cats. And I knew you were going to say that's your biggest dream. But when it comes to daily struggles, how do you keep an attitude of gratitude?
Sometimes everybody has daily struggles, and sometimes it's hard to get through the day. But every morning I wake up, I'm grateful that I did wake up. A lot of people didn't wake up today. I actually have this formula. It's called the 5-step formula to a rock solid day that I do in the morning. It's 5 different things you do to create a rock solid day for 1 to 5 minutes each. I practice gratitude. I journal. I do deep breathing. I meditate, and I ground myself. So every morning for a couple minutes, I just think about, okay, I woke up. I can talk to my friends, I can talk to my family, and I just, am grateful that I can reach others in, all over the world because I have friends internationally. So this morning at 7 o'clock this morning, I'm talking to multiple people in England and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
it's great that I can talk to people all over the world on a regular basis, and I know that my struggles I'm going through right now are here to teach me a lesson, and I can inspire and shed hope to other people through my perseverance and tenacity, basically.
and what is your favorite book?
Oh, there's a lot of different books that I like. Um, I read a lot of murder mysteries, legal thrillers, and stuff like
Ah,
that. I don't read like a lot of romance, but I read a lot of medical thrillers and stuff like that. And I have a lot of my same
yeah,
favorite authors.
yeah,
So, as my favorite book, I'm not really sure. My favorite soon-to-be book will be a book that I will write myself about my struggles and stuff like that. You
yes,
know, rock bottom to rock solid and stuff like that. But
yes,
as a favorite book right now, I'm not really totally sure. Maybe Chicken Soup for the Soul. That's a really good
yeah.
book to
Well,
read.
that's
Think and Grow Rich. Those, any book that
yeah,
talks about personal development and bettering yourself and making more money because the more money you make, the more you can help other people. Those are the types of books that I
yeah.
like.
And you guys, we apologize for the background noise, but the way um, the way Bonnie is right now, just deal with background noise. The
Right,
way Bonnie's life is set up right now, just deal with background noise. And
right,
the original interview, we mentioned why um, Bonnie is this way. So just
right.
deal with the background noise. We let's just say this is the realest podcast interview. We tried to make it real, but
Yeah,
let's just say just deal with the background noise, and we will try to do the best we can. But
right.
there are days it can be quiet. It can't be pinbox quiet, and I'll take it as long as I get the interview. And
Perfect.
today's
Yeah.
where I can't be pinbox quiet. So I appreciate it, but as I said, just deal with the background noise. And so that leads me to my next question. What has been the hardest day of dealing with all your challenges?
Just I don't know. There's a lot of different things dealing with my challenges. Not getting a lot of sleep, not being able to totally and fully relax, not being able to generally eat healthy, things like that. I have bad knees, so doing a lot of walking, carrying a
Yeah,
lot of 40 pounds of stuff every day,
yeah,
that doesn't really feel very good.
yeah.
But it's like this is what I got to do right now to get better. So at least it's just me. I don't have a spouse or any siblings or any. I have siblings, but I don't have a significant other, and I don't have any kids to have to be dealing with this with me. So I'm doing it all on my own, all by myself.
Now, would you ever consider going into a women's homeless shelter? Would you ever consider going into a women's homeless shelter?
No, I wouldn't. I've
No,
checked into those already, and they're not very nice. They're not
no.
very clean. There's nothing. There's nothing within 50 miles of where I'm at. So what I'm doing now is not ideal situation, but I'm making the best of it, and I have a core area where I spend most of my time. So I it's not a good circumstances, but I make it work the best that I can underneath what I'm going through.
Well, to each their own. I mean, I know the homeless have a near and dear place to my heart, and I can tell you why. Because not only am I friends with homeless people, i.e., you, I'm friends with everyone around the planet too.
Right.
And so it's interesting how technology brings us together. But when we think about uh, A friend of mine who was actually homeless said a homeless women's shelter is not the prettiest place in the world. Is they also said the is not the prettiest place in the world. So if money were no object, would you help the women within the homeless shelter too? I mean, I know you said giving motivational speaking and helping the homeless, but let's dig deep. How would you help the homeless?
Well, what I would do is I would go and visit everybody, see what it is that they need the most. You'd be surprised. It's not just I actually set up homeless bags and I give out to people, and it's got like a bottle of water, some snacks, hand sanitizer, tissues. It's got some bathroom things in it, and sometimes just little things like that because it is hard to keep yourself clean and do stuff like that. And I would show homeless people some respect because, as you know, as a lot of my friends know, I am homeless now. It's been
Yeah.
literally on my birthday, August 21st, will be 6 months. It's not
Well,
ideal situation. It's something that I'm working very, very hard to get out of. I have been able to stay with a friend and stay in hotels and
yeah.
hostels a few times here and there. I'm
Yeah.
really looking to have not be in this situation much longer. But I think that, it's really easy to look down on homeless people and say, oh, you're better than them and this and that, and they must be a bad person. But but for the grace of God go I, basically, and you don't know exactly what happened to make that person be homeless. I was in a
Yeah.
situation where it got ended up being a very hostile environment. People were saying very mean things. There was a lot of different things going on, and it's like you weren't in that position. You don't know if you would have done the same or something different. And in that
Yeah.
position, at that point in time, I made the best decision for me and my cat right then. So
Get out.
show respect to people because you don't know what's going on in their life, and I am making the most of what I have a concrete bench that I sleep on at night. I have different coffee shops I go to clean up. I have a gym membership to go take a shower. I have places that I can go to be online and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here back. You know me, when you don't see me on Facebook every day
No.
whining and crying saying
No.
I need,
You
right?
need.
I'm going
No.
out there, I'm helping people. And even when I got the ticket to go to Podfest for free from Christine,
Yeah.
she told me on Sunday. That started Thursday. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Am I going to be able to do this? I don't have any clothes. I don't have the money to spend I don't have any fancy clothes. I don't have the money to get a
Yeah.
hotel. I don't have this and that. But I made it work. And I showed up.
Yeah. You
I
made
was
it work.
actually interviewed on a podcast before I even left the place.
Yeah.
So
You made it work.
I made it work. I met a
Made
lot
it
of
work.
people.
Like,
I actually,
God.
I won a swag bag that had different things in it, and I've got
Yeah.
podcast interviews set up from people
Yeah.
already that were there.
Exactly.
So
You.
I made it work. I didn't say, "Oh my God, I'm homeless. I can't do this. Let me just
Yeah.
not." Sorry, Christine, give this to
Yeah.
somebody else. I met you. I met Christine. I met Nicole. I met a
Yeah.
whole bunch of people.
No.
Heather, everybody. So I made it work. I'm not like one of those people who's always give me, do this. Oh, poor me,
Yeah.
poor. But I
Yeah.
have that to happen
Yeah.
sometimes.
And
But
you.
for the most part, I'm just,
For the most part. For the most
yeah.
part. And I hear on Facebook that it's your birthday coming up, which, as you said, it's going to be 6 months of all this trials and tribulations. So, how could we help you? How could the listeners of my podcast help you? Whether it's sending you gift cards to, I don't know where at this point, Walmart, or whether it's sending you Uber gift cards just so you can get from point A to point B, so that one day you can rest, don't sneeze. I mean, you was you guys, she was sitting down in chairs saying, I don't know how I can get out of here to walk out to the car.
Right.
Bad knee, and I have a bad knee. You guys have probably figured that out. No, I have a bad back slash bad knees. And so it's very, very, very challenging when you have a medical condition on top of being homeless. And so, how would people want to help you if you guys are so inclined, and I recommend it. And how would you suggest that people help you? Because you're not the type that will hold the sign and say, "I need to bear change." You will, you will be the
Right.
type that will hustle
Yeah.
till you till you'll fall down. And I have been
Yes.
watching you. I watch you for weeks, saying, "When, how can I do this? How can I walk out to a vehicle to a lift?" And so I know you have the lift because I know this personally, but how could people help you in your situation?
Well, right now, the immediate help is if we could put the website in there, the website link. There's this website called buymeacoffee.com, and people can donate to that. It's like $5. You can make $5 increments to coffee, tea, bagel. I'm at coffee shops all the time. I'm always eating bagels
Yeah,
and drinking
yeah,
tea. So
yeah.
basically,
I know it.
the link to that is just buymeacoffee.com/ Bonnie Hardie. We can make sure we
Yeah,
put that in there,
yeah,
and
yeah,
anything is appreciated. Looking to save enough money to get a hotel room for my birthday weekend. My birthday is a week from Sunday on the 21st. I want to get a hotel for at least like Wednesday to Wednesday if possible or something like that. So I don't want to wake up on a concrete bench on my birthday that morning, and I don't want to
nope,
go to sleep on a
nope,
concrete bench that night for my
nope.
birthday.
You
I
don't.
want to be able to enjoy myself that day, take myself out to a nice spaghetti dinner. That's what I almost always eat on my birthday, or maybe go to Denny's and get
Step
breakfast.
it
But
up.
I
Step it
never
up.
come out and just ask for money. But this
Step
is
it up,
something
sister.
5, 10, 20
Um,
bucks or
yeah,
something, cash app, PayPal, buy me a coffee, whatever. That's going to be a real
yeah,
tremendous
yeah,
help. So on my birthday, I can wake up in a hotel room and have a really
yeah.
nice couple
Just
days.
have a really nice couple days and maybe get, I don't know,
Get some
24
sleep.
hours of sleep.
Yeah,
Maybe
get some
24
sleep.
hours of sleep. I
Yes.
mean, geez.
And be
Uh,
able to make some food in a microwave and have it
be,
in a
yeah, be
refrigerator. I
able,
really want to be able to cook some
yeah,
food. I haven't had popcorn cooked top in forever. I don't want to be
yeah,
eating
yeah,
food
no,
that's not healthy for me. So
no.
it's a vicious cycle all the way around, you know.
Yeah, it is. It's just a vicious cycle all the way around. And what I want to tell you guys is my huge PSA, and this goes for anyone in general, and this goes for people who are listening to Bonnie's story, people who are running into homeless people on the street. Just give them, even though you see the signs, "I need money, I need money, I need money," and it's kind of in your face. I won't say annoying because it's kind of in your face, and you're thinking, "Well, what is this homeless person going to do?" The better, the better thing is to buy them food. The better
Right.
thing is to buy them food than give them in the cash to let them be on their own. Go to McDonald's. Go to McDonald's. Go to Starbucks, and even buy them a tea, quite frankly, and just hand them stuff. Don't hand them money because you never know what the homeless people will do with the money. Some of them will use it responsibly, but others will not. So it's easier to hand them a cheeseburger uh, than a $5 bill. I mean, it's easier if, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately because there's homeless people where I live. For those of you that don't know, I moved from Phoenix, Arizona to um, I moved from Aspen, Colorado to Phoenix, Arizona. And so I see the homeless people with the signs. And so it's easier if you give them stuff and then give them the cash. They would probably be more grateful for a McDonald's cheeseburger at this point than they would $5. So, would you agree with that statement? Would you just agree with that statement, Bonnie, that these homeless people, just because they're down on the luck, doesn't mean you judge them and then give them $5?
Right, you don't judge them, and I agree and don't agree with giving the money. I know that you don't know what they're going to use it for, and if you give somebody $5, and if they use it for something they shouldn't use it for, that's on
Yeah,
them. But
that's
I don't mind getting either $5 or having somebody give me something, a gift card from someplace,
well,
or a meal from
a gift
someplace.
card
Either
may
one, yeah,
a gift card may be easier than the actual cash.
yeah,
And so, a gift card, good point. A gift card may be easier than the actual cash. But please, 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 the next time you see a homeless person, don't look at them like, why are you homeless? Because you never know how um, how they got homeless. You never know their backstory. And please don't look at me and say, God bless you for having a disability. That drives me nuts.
yes,
And Bonnie will also say that drives her nuts because she has disabilities too, and she has bad knees, bad back, bad everything. And so don't look at us and say, God bless you. We're just normal, everyday humans who want to make this world a better place.
yes, I agree. When don't look at us, don't look at us with pity. Look at us with compassion, and
Yeah,
say, yes, I don't have any disabilities. I have a nice house. I have enough food. I have enough money. Pass on what you have to somebody else and just show compassion. All I really want is for people to listen to me and say, hey, how are you doing? Do you want something to drink?
yeah,
Instead of saying, oh, why are you homeless? You're doing this, you're doing that. You need to do
yeah.
this, you have to
Wow.
do that, you got to do this. I can't stand that when people say, you need to do this, you have to do that, you're making bad choices. What's it going to take for you? This and that. And why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And when I explain every little thing that's going on, and I say, this is a situation. I've got bad knees. I've been told by two different orthopedic surgeons I might need to have both knees replaced by the time I'm 60. I'm turning 58 in a week and a half. I can't have knee surgery unless I have a place to live. If I had knee surgery, I could have a better quality of life. I wouldn't be in pain all the time. But I can't have knee surgery if I don't have a place to live. I need to recover. But I need money
Yeah.
coming in to get a roof over my head, to get the knee surgery, to have a pain-free life.
Yes,
So once I
yes,
start telling everybody all that, I say, what would you do in that position? And I challenge people now. It's like,
yeah,
look, why don't you, for the weekend, put a tent up in your backyard, put a cot, put a sleeping bag in there,
yeah,
whatever. You don't have electricity, you don't have Wi-Fi. You better have a bucket close by in case something happens in the middle of the night.
yeah,
Do that for
yeah,
3 nights,
yeah,
and you tell me what kind of attitude you're going to have. When
yeah,
I'm sleeping on a concrete bench, literally not even 20 feet from a major intersection, there's cars going by all the time. We're very close to a hospital, so hours sleep a night. I might be at that spot for 5 or 6 hours, but I'm lucky to get 3 hours, and it's not even in a row. So
no,
if you don't get a lot of sleep, you don't get a lot of good food, you're in pain. What kind of attitude would you have on a regular basis? And I think for me, overall, being upbeat and trying to help other people,
yeah,
I have my times where I just get really down and bad, but I have ways to cope with, and I have friends that I can talk to and say, hey, look, I'm going the wrong direction. I need you to pull me back. And just because I am a mindset life and gratitude coach and I help other people to have a positive mindset, doesn't mean I can't get down in the dumps myself. But I
no,
try overall to not do that and to act positive and help others because I want people to say, hey, oh my God, why am I whining about this stupidest little thing? My house is so big, it takes me 3 hours to clean it. It's like, or my bed's uncomfortable. Dude, I sleep on a concrete bench.
yeah,
How is your
yeah,
bed
no,
uncomfortable? But I flip it and I say, hey, look, at least I'm outside getting fresh air every night. I get to see the moon and the stars, learn about astronomy. Sometimes in the morning, I'll see a hot air balloon going overhead and stuff. So I just try to think positively, and it just tears me apart when people say, "Oh, the situation is you want to be in here. You're having fun being homeless. You're just smiling, doing stuff." I said, "Look, I can
no,
show you the pictures when I'm crying. I can show you how
yeah,
much pain I am from
yeah,
getting cramps in my
yeah,
calves. You've seen that
yeah,
before.
Yeah,
What do you want
yeah.
me
I
to
mean,
do? Okay.
yeah.
If you're
I
not going to be supportive, go.
just
Just
we
go out the
yeah.
door. I don't need that right now in
If,
my life.
you know,
You know, I'm too old
no.
for this mess.
If people are not going to be supportive, just leave the homeless alone.
Yeah.
And I am my ultimate goal this year is to break the stigma for the homeless people. And my ultimate goal is to get into a soup kitchen
Yes.
at Christmas. Thank you very much. And that's my ultimate goal. Whether I'll be traveling at Christmas or not, it's looking like I'll be traveling. But whether I'll be traveling at Christmas or not, my ultimate goal is to get into a soup kitchen, whether it's Phoenix, Arizona, or wherever I'll be at Christmas. Um, it is my ultimate goal is to hear those stories of the homeless and
Yeah.
break the stigma. Break the stigma. Let's
Yes.
start um, breaking the stigma and let's start helping the homeless
Right.
so in turn they can help others while helping themselves. I mean, to get as you said, to get the knee surgery, you need to have a stable place to live.
Right.
Yeah. And so let's start breaking the stigma of people's understanding of the homeless.
Right. Definitely. And no
Yeah.
matter what the reason is, even if they drink a lot or do drugs, they're still somebody's sister, daughter, brother,
Yeah.
father, son. You don't know why they're doing what they're doing. It, it's easy to get into certain situations. So don't judge. And if they don't want to get out of the situation, if they're happy being homeless, let them be. Leave them alone. But if somebody is really trying hard to get out of it, try to help them and be supportive and stuff
Yeah.
because you're just being a bully when you're talking down to people. And how many people have committed suicide because of bullies? When you talk down to people and you treat them like they're scum and they're dirt and you're better than them, I would
Yeah.
be mortified to find out that somebody did something to themselves because of how I treated them. Because I thought I was, oh, I'm Bonnie, I'm all high and mighty, I'm the greatest thing to
Yeah.
come along since
Yeah.
sliced bread, man. You know, I'm an international podcast guest. I'm a multi-time Amazon best-selling author. I do workshops, I do this and that. I'm the best. You know, it's like no, you're not. Everybody has stuff
Mm.
going on and stuff, and don't act like you're all high and mighty for other people and stuff like that. Okay?
Well, yeah, I agree. And where can people find you and where can people get a hold of you? And I'll make sure that everything is in the show notes.
Okay. On Facebook, it's just Facebook/ Bonnie S Hardy,
Yeah.
or you can contact me through YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. Email is bonniehardy@yahoo.com. I'll make sure that I private message you all the stuff. I'll private message you the info
Yep.
for buy me a coffee, PayPal,
Yep.
Cash App. If somebody wants
Yep.
to help me real quick, get enough money to get a hotel room for a
Yep.
couple of days or
Yep.
whatever, I'll send all that stuff over to you and people can. I just really want people when at this point to think about stuff.
Yep.
Think about how lucky
So,
it is you are in
so
your life. Things might not be
yeah.
great. You might not have the nicest house, the best car, but at least you're alive. At least you woke up this morning. At least you have a roof over your head. At least you can get around. At least you have a way to make food. You can eat healthy food.
Yep.
So instead of judging others and thinking you're better than everybody else, think about how if you the situation were reversed, how would you want somebody to talk to you? Or if one of your children or one of your friends was in that position, how would you want somebody talking to them? Would you would you talk to your child or your friend of yours like you would talk to a homeless person? Would you
No.
want somebody to talk to your friend or your child the
No.
way that you're talking to them? No. So
No.
start thinking about that and have some self awareness and don't be all snooty with your nose up in the air because this could happen maybe this time next year. Boy, I'll be just having the nicest van RV or something. And some of my friends right now who are judging, they're in my position. How would they want me to treat them? I will remember how they were, but I'm not going to stoop to that level and be like, I
Yep.
remember when I was in this position, how you treated me. I'll say, remember how you felt, and I told you how I felt. Now you feel. Now you know what I was talking about. So now that you know, now you have more, more compassion. Just sleep outside one night in the
Yep.
grass or on a bed to see and see what kind of sleep you get.
Yep.
Just do that for a couple nights in a row and see if you're not all blurry eyed and like, is my
Yep.
hair even calm? Sometimes I forget to even comb my hair because I don't remember if I did or
Yep.
not. When you got like 2 minutes in the morning in the bathroom to go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
change clothes, wash your face, brush your teeth, do deodorant, comb your hair for 2 minutes every morning. That's a lot of stuff to do, but you got to be quick because other people got
Yep.
to go in there and stuff.
Yeah.
But
No.
it's like I would like to be able to just lay down, relax, get a really good night's sleep, maybe watch some television, put something in a microwave so I can eat it and stuff like that. So that's
Yeah.
all I want. I don't want a lot of
That,
fancy stuff. I'm
no.
not a fancy person.
No. No. And I, when I met you, and you know this about me, I'm not the fanciest person ever. I No, and people think, oh, when you're the fanciest person ever, I'm like, no, I would just like the help and like to help others as
Right.
well. So I'll put everything in the show notes, you guys, and just be aware that everything will be in the show notes and just make this world a better place. Thanks, you guys. Bye, you guys.
Bye.